Hi, and welcome to the Jess Ford YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to talk about the FordPass app, specifically for EV drivers. Okay, so FordPass App 5.0. We previously did an overview of the app in another YouTube video, so if you haven't seen that, please feel free to go and watch that one. Since they released it in May of 2024, it's been a few months and they've made quite a few updates to it. Like for example, some escape vehicles always said that they were on even if they weren't. There's Apple Watch integrations now. There's a cool chat tool where it's done through text message. So you hit that chat button. I'll show you later how to do that. And then it opens up a text message and you're just texting back and forth rather than having to keep the app open in the chat. What else? They showed mileage on the tank or battery, and then they showed percentage until empty, and now they show both percentage and mileage, which is really nice. But you guys definitely gave your opinion on the app on our last YouTube video, which we're very appreciative for. But feel free to go to the App Store on your phone, rate the app, and then give your suggestions or thoughts so that Ford can directly see those. I think they do a decent job at listening to the consumers and then making those updates periodically whenever they're able to do so. So just keep that in mind. Okay, let's get into the FordPass app. So let me record my screen so I can share with you guys. Okay, we're recording. So I own an Explorer. I don't own an EV, but a Jess family member was so gracious to grant me access to their EV so that I could do this video for you guys. But FordPass app, you open it up. In the top two right buttons, you have your vehicles. Mine is an EV. The Mach-E is what I'm going to show you today. You can look at view details. It'll show you VIN, license plate if you put it in. You can remove the vehicle, which I'm going to do after this video. You can nickname it. You can add a vehicle here, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to select it. In the profile button, you can see any messages that you have, recalls, change notification settings. Here's that chat tool I was talking about. So you hit chat, it opens up a text message, and you're basically just texting back and forth. Okay, let's see. Let's go back. So this is what it looks like for EV drivers. Make this phone a key so you can enable passive entry, meaning that you don't have to take the key out of your pocket when you go to the vehicle. It'll sense that you're close. You can set that up. You can set up your phone being the key. There's pros and cons to it. Pro being it's very convenient. Con, if there's ever a data breach on your phone, they will have access to your vehicle too. So if you're not worried about that, feel free and do it, but it's just something to consider. I'm just gonna exit out of that. Range, this is where it shows percentage of the battery and then mileage of how far you can go. Vehicle parked, I hope it's parked. Lock and unlock, you just tap those buttons. Those Bluetooth controls, that's when you have to set up your passive entry. You have to connect your phone to the vehicle. And this, you can do the frunk and trunk, open and close. You can do windows. There's a whole bunch of Bluetooth things that you can do, but that's what that is. And then this little fan, technically you don't start an EV. The motor doesn't start like a diesel or a gas. What you do is climate control. So when you hit that fan, it starts the climate control on your vehicle. So if you're in a warm climate and you want your vehicle of temperature when you get in, just go ahead and tap that and it'll start the climate control in your vehicle. When you turn it on, it does it in increments of 15 minutes. So you can add 15 minutes if you need to, if you're in a conversation with someone. and you need to extend that time, feel free to do so. It will automatically turn off after 15 minutes. This vehicle is currently in Arizona. I'm in Washington, so I'm going to turn it off. This notified you that there was a software update. You can look at those notes of what that update was. Location tells you where the location of your vehicle is and directions on how to get to it if you need. I'm not going to open that because I don't want to share the location of this vehicle. Settings, software updates again. Phone is a key that helps you enable it if you want. Vehicle access shows who has been granted access to this specific vehicle in FordPass App, which would be me and the current owner. And then let's go back. Service, pretty much all of this is exactly the same on the other overview video we did. If you want to look at your vehicle's health, go to the service tab and then vehicle health. Shows you any active alerts on your vehicle, tire pressure, odometer, everything like that. Everything else is the same. Now, the thing that is different for EV drivers is this tab on the button labeled energy. Only EV drivers will see this. And here goes over some helpful information on, or for EV drivers. So for the charging information, public charge goes over different chargers in that area. You can filter, here's some filter options that you can do, apply the filter, and it shows all the EVs available based off of the filters that you put in, if they're available, all that jazz. Super helpful, and you can go directions. It briefly showed the address of the vehicle, so I'm going to remove that section. For target charge, something to keep in mind is if you charge the battery to 100%, it could potentially be harmful to the battery itself. So when you do a target charge, kind of range between 80 to 95 is something to shoot for. This shows the location. I'm going to blur that out. But you can adjust that target charge here. Let's see, scheduled preferred charging time. So if you plug your EV in every evening at home, you can do some specific charging times. And I'll show you, like on weekends, they only want to charge from 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. Let's see, departure time. So this is the scheduled remote start for gas or diesel. They moved this here for EV drivers and changed the name to departure times. So if you work a 9 to 5, for example, every Monday through Friday, and you want your vehicle's climate control to be consistent so that when you get in, it's to the temperature that you want, you can create a departure time so that it automatically turns on that climate control for you. Super convenient if you're on a schedule. If you're very inconsistent, it's hard to create that schedule. Just something to keep in mind. Charge history, if you ever want to look at the historical information of all the charging, this is where you would do so. It goes over how much you charged it, the time, energy added, start, and yeah, that's pretty much it for EVs. If you haven't seen our previous video on the complete overview of the app, feel free to give that a watch. It's super helpful. If you have any specific questions about the app, how to add a vehicle, you're having issues with something or questions, please let us know. Just go ahead and drop it in the comment section below. I try to do a decent job at responding to all those comments, but that is all I got. So thank you for watching our Jess Ford YouTube channel, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Oh, we're starting. Oh, turn it on. Didn't change the name to departure times. Departure times.